I'm Bishop Guy Irwin. Our Synod's Justice team takes its inspiration from the prophet Micah, who wrote, "What does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God?" But what doing justice actually involves is not always clear and seldom easy. Most of us would prefer to find God in worship or meditation or the beauty of nature, not in engaging in the struggle and stress of social conflict. But doing justice is one of God's expectations, the first of these three in Micah, and often justice calls us into uncomfortable places and puts us at odds with the world. We are invited, indeed commanded, to walk with God, to be a participant in God's work in the world, journeying with God and those God has given us as brothers and sisters. The Evangelical Lutheran Church in America has realized this goal in its theme, God's work, our hands. We can humbly do God's work with our own hands in our own communities. We can look to the gospel for examples of what God's work for us might be: feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, caring for the sick and the needy. Justice is giving people the things they deserve but have been denied. Many of us hesitate to do this because we think we cannot afford to give up the resources we have, that we can't afford to give money or time or our hearts to the needs of others. But we serve a generous God who provides for us, who loves us, who forgives us, and wants to use us to further God's work in the world. As the Apostle Paul promised, we can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens us. I invite you to prayerfully consider where God is calling you, where your heart aches for people in need, where your spirit is troubled by unfair situations, where your mind is curious about solutions to the world's problems. Use the resources provided on these pages to engage questions and find opportunities for service. Your churches and this synod want to support you in these opportunities. God bless you on this vital journey of faith and justice.